Somalia. You hear the name, you think you know the story. It's probably a story filled with shadows, full of dust and conflict, the kind of story that makes you turn the page, or change the channel. But hold on a minute, what if there's more? What if the headlines only show one small dark corner? What if there's a bigger picture? A picture filled with light, with color, with life. That's the Somalia I'm interested in, the one you don't see on your screen. I've been to a lot of places people tell you to avoid, places with complicated reputations, and almost every time I find something amazing, something human, something that connects. Somalia, they say, is one of those complicated places, but I'm betting it's also a place of incredible culture, a place with deep roots, a place with stories waiting to be told, stories that deserve to be heard. We just need to be willing to listen, to look beyond the easy narratives. So let's do that, let's peel back the layers. Forget what you think you know for a moment, come with me on a different kind of journey. We're not looking for trouble, we're looking for beauty, we're looking for flavor. We're looking for the soul of a place. This is about discovering Somalia, the one beyond the headlines. Somalia isn't some new kid on the block. This land has history. Real, deep history. We're talking ancient times. Think of the Egyptians, the pharaohs. They knew this place. They called it the land of Punt, a mythical, magical place to them, a place of treasures. They came here for incense, for myrrh and frankincense. The good stuff. The kind that perfumes temples and palaces. This land was a vital part of ancient trade. Imagine the ships, sailing down the Red Sea, guided by stars, landing on these shores. What did they see? What did they find? They found a sophisticated society. People who knew the land, people who knew the sea, people who traded with the world. This wasn't some isolated outpost. This was a hub, a connection point between Africa, Asia, and the Mediterranean. For centuries, this coastline buzzed with activity, with exchange, with culture flowing in and out. This history isn't just in books, you can feel it, it's in the air. It's in the ruins of old cities. Cities like Opone and Asina and Serapion. Names that whisper of a powerful past. The Somali people have always been traders, navigators, connectors. In Somalia, words have power, real power. This is a nation of poets. It's not just a hobby here, it's a vital part of life. Poetry is how history is recorded, how news is spread, how debates are won, how love is declared, how grief is expressed. The Somali language itself is rich. It's musical, it's perfect for poetry. For centuries, the spoken word has been king, an art form respected by everyone, from the nomad to the scholar. They call Somalia the nation of poets, and it's true. Great poets are like rock stars here. Their words can move mountains, they can inspire people to action, or bring them together in understanding. Before widespread literacy, poetry was the library, the newspaper, the internet. It was how knowledge was kept alive, passed down from generation to generation. Under the stars, around the fire. The stories and wisdom of a people, all held in verse. Somali poetry has complex forms, strict rules of alliteration and meter. It's a sophisticated art, and it's alive. You can still hear it today, in cafes, at celebrations, on the radio. This oral tradition is the backbone of Somali identity. Alright, let's talk about something truly important. Food. Because if you want to understand a place, you gotta eat the food. Somali cuisine, it's a journey for your taste buds. It's a blend of influences. African, Arab, Persian, Indian, even a touch of Italian, all mixed together, creating something unique, something delicious. It's not just about filling your stomach, it's about sharing, it's about community, it's about tradition. The star of many Somali meals? Rice, often cooked with aromatic spices. Cardamom, cumin, cloves, maybe some saffron for color, served with a protein. Goat meat is popular, so is lamb, beef, or chicken, often slow-cooked, tender, falling off the bone. And then that's pasta, a nod to the Italian influence, usually served with a rich, savory sauce. It's comfort food, Somali style, you'll find it everywhere. Don't forget the bread, also known as a spongy, slightly sour pancake, similar to Ethiopian injera, perfect for soaking up sauces, or eating with honey for breakfast, and a flaky flatbread, delicious on its own, or with a stew. And for a snack, crispy fried pastries, filled with spiced meat or vegetables. You can't eat just one, trust me on this, Somali food is hearty. Section 5. The heartbeat of the horn, rhythms and dance. Every culture has its rhythm, its beat. Somalia is no different. Music and dance are woven into the fabric of daily life. They are not just for special occasions, they are for celebrating, for storytelling, for expressing joy, and for connecting with each other. Somali music is diverse. It has ancient roots and modern influences. It can be soulful and melancholic or upbeat and make you want to move. Section 6. Threads of tradition artistry woven in time. Art in Somalia isn't just something you hang on a wall. It's in the everyday objects, it's in the clothes people wear, it's in the way homes are decorated. Somali artistry is practical, it's beautiful, and it's deeply connected to tradition. Think about the intricate patterns, the vibrant colors, the skill passed down through generations. This is a culture that values craftsmanship, that appreciates beauty in the things they use. Look at the textiles, the colorful fabrics worn by women, a long piece of cloth, draped elegantly around the body, often in bright hues and bold patterns, or a sarong-like garment worn by men, comfortable, practical for the climate. These aren't just clothes, they are expressions of identity, of culture. The weaving itself is an art form. Creating these beautiful textiles takes skill. Section 7. Sands, seas, and smiles, glimpses of a vibrant land. Okay, so we've talked culture, history, food, but what about the place itself? Somalia has a stunning coastline, one of the longest in Africa. Imagine pristine white sand beaches, turquoise waters of the Indian Ocean, unspoiled, untouched in many places. Places like Lido Beach in Mogadishu, where families gather, where kids play football on the sand, a place of simple joys, a place to breathe. Then there are the landscapes inland, the rugged mountains, the vast plains, the areas where frankincense and myrrh trees grow, the source of that ancient wealth. There are waterfalls like the Iskushuban Falls, cascading down rocky cliffs, creating an oasis in the dry land. There are caves with ancient rock paintings, like Las Gil, windows into a distant past, proof of a long human story in this land. These are not the images you usually see. Yes, travel to Somalia has its challenges. Let's be real, it's not your average tourist destination. Not yet. But the potential is there. The natural beauty is undeniable. From the shores of Berbera, with its old port city charm, to the Kalmado Mountains, home to unique plants and animals, there are corners of this country that are breathtaking, that hold a quiet magic. Section 8. The unseen welcome, the warmth of Somali hearts. You can talk about ancient history, you can talk about delicious food, you can talk about beautiful art, but what really makes a place? It's the people, always. And in Somalia, despite everything you might have heard, despite all the hardship, you will find an incredible warmth, a genuine hospitality. It's a cornerstone of Somali culture. Treating guests with honor and respect, it's just how things are done. Imagine walking into a Somali home. You'll be greeted with open arms, offered tea, strong and sweet, maybe some dates, or a sweet confection. They will share what they have, even if it's little. This isn't for show, it's from the heart. It's a deep-seated tradition. The guest is considered a blessing, someone to be cherished, someone to be protected. This generosity can be humbling, especially when you know the struggles many have faced. This hospitality extends beyond the home. It's in the interactions on the street, the curiosity, the smiles, the willingness to help a stranger. Of course, like anywhere, you need to be respectful. You need to understand the local customs. Section 9. Look closer. A different story awaits your discovery. So, Somalia. Maybe your picture is a little different now. Maybe it's a bit more colorful, a bit more nuanced than the one you had before. That's the goal. To look beyond the easy, grim headlines. To find the human story, the cultural heartbeat, that's still beating strong. This is a land of poets, of ancient mariners, of resilient families, of incredible flavors, of art woven into daily life. This isn't about ignoring the problems, they are real. But it's about not letting them be the only story, because when that happens, we lose something important. We lose the richness, the diversity, the beauty that exists in every corner of this world, including Somalia. There's a whole universe of culture here, waiting to be appreciated, waiting to be understood, on its own terms, not through the lens of conflict. The real Somalia is in the scent of incense, in the taste of bread, in the rhythm of a traditional dance, in the intricate patterns of in the wisdom of an elder's poem, in the warm smile of a stranger offering you tea. These are the things that define a culture. These are the things that endure.